is like 4:30 in the morning. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm laying down, even though I am. I don't know. I can't sleep. I'm just like wide awake. Like the energy is just like, like all dysregulated, and I can't settle and sleep. And then the other like part of it is that I can't keep my ass off my phone. But I can't keep my ass off my phone because the energy won't settle. So yeah, this is just, we're just going to continue on. So this is episode 11. You guys know how I feel. My longtime listeners, you guys know how I feel about 11:11. You guys know. It's always my special episodes, I feel like. I wish I could have gotten another guest on my next 11:11 episode, but it's okay. We have some coming, and we have an actual studio we will be recording in very soon. I lost all my mics, by the way. But anyways, episode 11 of my podcast, I Could Be Meaner. This is your host, Sadie, aka Capricorn Clark. Yeah, I think I lost all my mics, guys. Tiger had like rearranged because I was originally recording in his game room, and he like put my stuff away, and I can't remember where he put my equipment. And he probably doesn't remember anyway either, because he has the memory of a goldfish. So yeah, I might have to buy new equipment. But I wanted to clarify something from the last episode. You're absolutely not going to understand it unless you've listened to episode 10 first. So stop here unless you want to be confused. Unless you like live in a world where you like to be confused, then keep listening. But if not, go back to episode 10 so you understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Some I guess like clarification from the heavy topic I got into near the end of the episode of 10. What was Tiger looking at on his phone? Because I know people had questions, because my friends did when I told them. So he was on Google. He did show me and tell me what he was on a few days later when I was ready to speak to him again. He was on Google. So one thing you have to understand about my poor sweet husband is he's very, 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 very hard on himself. Very hard on himself. Very self-critical. I am not playing around when I say nobody hates Tiger more than Tiger. It's devastating. It's a travesty. Because, and I've told him this for years, and he's never agreed with me. But I'm like, you cannot possibly love somebody else. You cannot possibly love another human being if you do not love yourself. There's no fucking way. And he's always been like, well, I don't believe that. It's not true. Because I know how much I love you, and I know how much I love our girls. And I'm like, that's great. That's beautiful. But you have to have self-love first. You have to have self-love first. And this is going to be like the topic of this episode. And I know we've talked about self-love before, but it deserves to always be brought up. It always deserves to be a bigger conversation that needs to be repeated again and again and again. Self-love is the greatest love on earth, guys. You have to love yourself before you can go outside yourself and love others. So, context, what was on Tiger's phone that, like, I guess escalated the whole thing? Because he was lying. He was lying, and he prides himself on not lying. But he was this embarrassed about letting me know what was on his phone. But he still lied, and so that hurt me. But, so anyways, he is very self-critical, okay? He's very self-critical. And so, he has been making decisions for the family lately, and he has felt like they weren't good decisions because again, he's very self-critical. Nobody told him these were bad decisions other than himself. He told himself this stuff. So, for example, my Infinity took a shit last year. I was on my way to work and I was in Lake Point and my car just decided to shut off. And I like panicked because I'm like, but at the same time, I was like, this is why I'm God's favorite. This is why he loves me so much. Because imagine if I was going 60, 80 miles an hour and my car shut off. I would die. Like somebody would hit me. Like, could you imagine going that fast on the freeway and all of a sudden your car just stops? It just loses power. Like, so I was like, thanking the heavens that we were in stop and go traffic in Lake Point when my car decided to be like, bye, bitch. Like, our time together has been amazing, but I gotta go, you know? Like, you have like laughed, sang your heart out, and cried your eyes out in me, but like, I'm done. Like, I gotta go. Like, just my car was just like, bye bitch. Like, and so because yeah, they were doing construction, and so we were just in stop and go traffic, and then when it was time to go again, my car didn't want to start. It just powered down. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this has never happened before. And so I eventually got it to start back up. I had called Tiger and I'm like freaking out. I pulled into like a gas station or something. And he's like, do you think you can get home? Because I think he was at work. Yeah, he was. Because he would have definitely came and got me. Like knight in shining armor status always for me. It's like he would have definitely been like, stay right there. I'm coming to get you. So he was at work. And like his work is like super strict unless it's like a fucking emergency, like someone's dying, they're not gonna let him leave work. I mean, it depends on which supervisor it is, but I was like, yeah, I got it to turn back on. And so like I just drove home with my emergency lights on, and my car would not go like any more than like 40 miles an hour, and then or it would shut off. And so anyways, like we pondered it for weeks. Like, I don't know shit about cars. I don't care about cars. I hate when people talk to me about cars because my brain just goes, no, 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 no. I don't care. Like, don't talk to me about cars. Cause like I don't register any of it. Like I don't care. And it drives Tiger nuts because he's like, how are you ever going to learn how to work on your own car and do this, that? And then again, my mind goes, because I'm just like, I'm always going to have a man to do this for me. And so I'm like, I don't care. It's horrible. It's horrible because I should care, but I just don't. And like, it's so boring being out in the garage with him when he's like working on the car and telling me about it. I'm just like, bro, shut up. I don't care. You know, like, I'm like, you need friends. This is why you need friends, you know, because like you talk to me about things I don't care about, and I don't care about cars. And so like, yeah, that's on me, you know, that's on me. But so like, yeah, I got home. We talked about it for a while for what we were gonna do. I had my friend's husband come out on in his like mobile mechanic thing, came out from like West Valley, or wherever I forget where they live, and he like diagnosed my car or whatever, and he was pretty much like it's donezo. And because like there's a lot of computer shit with my car, a lot of people don't know how to work on it. And so again, we went back and forth for like days, like over a week or so, just trying to weigh all our options. And we ultimately decided to take it to, we found a mechanic that was like, yeah, I got this. And he had my car for months, guys. He had my car for so long. And Tiger had to keep going up there and being like the nicest way possible. Like, hey, bro, what's going on? And so, like, we've, like, I was renting, or not renting. Yeah, I was renting. Is that what you call it? Yeah. when you rent a car. So I was like going to Enterprise and like renting cars to get to work. Like first my boss was letting me work from home and I'm like, this is not sustainable. Like I'm gonna lose my job. But the company I work for is so fucking amazing and they love me. So they were just like, we're gonna figure this out. And so my boss was like, okay, how about this? I need help with one of my properties in Wyoming. So you're gonna work from home and you're just gonna help me with that Wyoming property since you can't physically be at your property in Sugar House right now. And I'm like, I got you. So I worked from home and she sent me she unlocked everything for that Wyoming property so I could access everything, called down the wait list, made appointments and sent them to her and everything. Because the company I work for is not based in Utah. It's based in Montana. So we are all spread out. So like my supervisor like lives in Wyoming. And like all my other bosses are like in Colorado or Montana or North Dakota or whatever. And so it's a lot of Microsoft Teams meetings. But sometimes like they do come out and visit and it's like all love and so much fun because we only get to see each other from behind a screen. So when people come out, everybody's like, give me a hug. I'm so excited to see you. So excited to meet you. And it's just, it's such a vibe. And so like anytime I've ever had a concern, cried to my bosses or whatever, they've just been like, we got you. Like even our HR is amazing. Like he'll just hit me up and be like, you good? You okay? You doing okay? Like, can I call you? Can we have a meeting? I just want to check on you, make sure you're doing okay. What do you need? You need some extra days off? Like, what do you need? Like, how can I help you? How can I make your life better? All the way down from the bottom to the top to the owners. They'll come visit and they'll be like, what do you need? I got you. Like, how can I help? How can I make your life better? You can call me for anything. What do you need? Like, it's just a great company. And I feel extremely blessed that things changed and shifted and went the way they went to put me where I'm at now. Because like where I'm at now, like I don't want to talk it up because the last property I worked for, EMG, I thought that was my end game. I thought that was going to be where I retired. I thought that was going to be the company I worked for forever. And it was good until it wasn't. And so I am reserved when I talk about this company because I know that things can change in a day, a week, a month, a year, and things can be good and then they're not. And so like I'm very reserved, because at the end of the day, I know that everything is temporary. Relationships, situations, friendships, your job. I know it all can change like with a blink of an eye. But on my current timeline, on my current path where I am in my life, I am grateful for the company I work for and how much they give a shit about me, and I feel very seen and heard and cared about. And when we get off of team meetings, like my facilities manager, she'll be like, love you, mean it. Or like everybody does like the heart thing with their hands. Like, I heart you. And I feel like I work with like a huge company of empaths. Like everybody just truly cares about everybody. And anytime I've ever like cried on a Teams meeting to my bosses because I'm so stressed and overwhelmed or scared or whatever, I look at them and they all have these just sad faces. And they're like, I'm so sorry, Mercedes. I hate that you feel that way. And I don't want you to feel scared at your job. And if you have to leave because you feel unsafe, or if you and Kel need to leave work together, like we never want you to be unsafe. We never want you to be scared. Because like when I first came on scene, where I work, the property was very scary. And so I would call Tiger when I was walking to my car, just if something happened, he would know. Like it was bad. Kel and I have really flipped it. We have really turned it around, and it's such a much better, safer property. We really cleaned house. But there was a time where things were really, really not safe for us. Like dude was in a ski mask laying under Kel's truck and following us around the building and just making it very unsafe, trapping me in my office, like very unsafe, to the point where I'm like, me and Kel do not feel safe. We're going to quit if this continues. And they were like, we got you. And then they got us full-time security that followed us everywhere we went. Mike, he was awesome. Like, everywhere we went, he was right there. And if we started walking to go somewhere without him, he'd be like, hey, you know, you don't go nowhere without me. Like, we had him for like 2 months until the problem was gone. And I really appreciated that, because I've never worked for a company that cared that much about me. Like, anywhere else, they would have been like, sorry, sounds like a you problem. You know, like, I don't know, go find another job, get some mace. I don't know, which I have mace. And like, one of my friends and coworkers gave me like a taser stick, which I hope I never have to use it ever. But like, yeah. So like, there's been such a turnaround. But my point is, like, the company I currently work for, from day one, have shown such an immense care for me. And so when I was having my car issues, and I felt bad about missing work and using like all my PTO, my boss was like, I got you. You're just going to help me at my Wyoming properties from home. So anyways, I realized that I do this long detour when I'm trying to explain something. I'm sorry. So anyways, we ultimately decided to send the car to this mechanic, and he had my car forever, renting cars. And then we eventually bought a little Kia Rondo from like a dealership in town, and it worked for a little bit. And like, now it needs a new transmission, so we're probably gonna get a hold of Pedal and have them come pick it up and write us a check, like we ultimately had to do with the Infinity. So yeah, homeboy had my car for months, said he fixed the problem. We get it back. Tiger tests it out. It's still fucking losing power. It won't go over 40 miles per hour. It'll just shut down on you. And so he's frustrated, like so frustrated, so mad at himself, because he felt like, I chose this. I chose to take it to this mechanic. I chose this route instead of whatever other routes we could have taken. So he really beat himself up about that. We weren't going to throw any more money into this damn car, because really, the day she died on me in Lake Point, like, she was for real saying bye. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I can look back and know that now. Like, she's like, bitch, why are you trying to resuscitate me? Like, I'm done. Like, our time together has come to an end. Like, accept it. And I don't do well with endings, okay? Like, if you've ever watched a show series with me, when it gets to the last season and the last couple episodes, I stop watching, because I don't want it to end. I'm invested. I've fallen in love with the characters. No, it can't end. But I know that if it ends, then I can just watch it again. But yeah, it just depends. It depends on the show. Vampire Diaries is one. I've never finished the Vampire Diaries because I can't. I don't want to. I don't want to say goodbye to Damon and frickin' Steven or Stefan and everybody. So yeah, Vampire Diaries is not done for me. So yeah. And there's like a few other shows like that. I'm not good with endings, guys. And so like, my car was like, you gotta let me go. And so by this point, I'm done with this bitch. I'm like, fucking get her out of my sight. Like, I'm so mad. Like, you know, and so again, Tiger was very upset about choosing to send the car to this mechanic and dumping like over $4,000 and da da da. And so he was really beating himself up about that. And I'm like, babe, I feel like with cars, it's a gamble. Like, you really don't know what you're gonna do. Like, it could be bad, it could go good. Like, it's okay though. Like, it worked out. We got me a new car. The Rondo is donezo. We were gonna give it to Araya, but it's we're not gonna put money into getting a new transmission for that one either. Like, it was just supposed to be like a car to get us from A to B. But it wasn't going to be like the new long-term car, right? So anyways, he's just upset about like the current car issues. Like, we didn't even have the Rondo a whole year before it was like, I'm going to die too, And so, He was just feeling really bad about himself. And so what he was searching on his phone, da 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 da, I finally get to it. So what he was searching on his phone was he was like talking to Google. He was talking to AI. And he was like, I know it. Like, she's done with me. She's going to divorce me. Like, she's going to get sick and tired of me always making bad decisions. And she's just going to leave me. And like, this is how his brain had been spiraling the past couple weeks. Like, she's going to get sick of this and leave me. And he was having constant nightmares, like repeated nightmares of me either leaving him or cheating on him. And it was just eating away at him. And he wasn't talking to me. He wasn't telling me about this. Like, he was just internalizing it like he does so many other things. And so in between drinking that evening heavily and then self-loathing and feeling bad about himself and then talking to Google and telling Google, like, my wife's going to leave me. How do I accept this? Because I make horrible decisions and everything I do is wrong. Even though I never said that. I've never told my husband his decision has been wrong. I've never told my husband that what he did was wrong. Like the decision he made for our family was, I've never done that. So again, Tiger is very self-critical and he beats on himself a lot. And so he kept telling himself this and he was starting to believe it. So he's like, of course, my wife's going to eventually start feeling this way. Right. And it was just like, no, like, all I do is try to pour into you and build you up and tell you how amazing you are. I've been doing that for 14 years. Like, bruh, when is it gonna like sink in, you know? But I mean, as humans, what do we do? What do we do? We remember all the negative things that someone has said to us or all the negative things that we have said about ourselves. Like, we hyper focus on the negative more than the positive. Like, if someone is saying nice things to you online, we hyper focus on the negative things. And so why wouldn't we hyper focus on our own negative self-talk, right? And so it's always baffled me these past almost 14 years where I'm like, dude, I pour into you. I tell you and I show you every day how much I love you, how obsessed I am with you and how amazing I think you are. And you are still like so like self-hating of yourself. And I don't understand it. And like, I'm starting to learn that unfortunately it's a him problem. It's something that he needs to work on and heal. It doesn't matter how much I pour into him and how much love I put into him. He has to put love into himself, right? So yes, that's what he was doing on his phone when the escalation of that evening, what led up or what started before the escalation of that evening and his transgression was, yeah, he was having a conversation with Google and he was just so embarrassed to tell me. I wish he just would have and not lied, because lying is just not who he is at all. Just like, you know, shoving me is not who he is. But yeah, it was just an evening that completely went left and he just was completely unlike himself. But I love him and I forgive him and I accepted his apology and he accepted mine and we are working through it, and he is working on his healing and I'm working on my healing, and we are healing alongside each other and we are staying in it and we are working through our shit and we are continuing to move with love and move together in love and strengthen our relationship and marriage and all that stuff. Like, we're not throwing in the towel. Like, I can't imagine living in a world where him and I are not together. Like, I just can't. Like, it's easy to imagine when I'm super fucking pissed off. When I'm super fucking pissed off, it's so easy to imagine. But when I'm not, and I've regulated and I've come down and I'm, you know, me again, I'm like, absolutely not. Like, I don't want to be without this man. What the hell? Like, besides my kids, he's the best thing that's ever happened to me. Like, I've been pouring love into him all these years. He's been pouring a whole bunch of love into me, despite not being able to pour it into himself. He's somehow managed to still pour it into me every day. You know, he still gets on my fucking nerves a lot of the time, but I get on his fucking nerves all the time. So it's fine. Balance, you know? He never really gets mad at me. I never really make him mad. Do I annoy him? Every fucking day. Every fucking day. But does he get mad at me? Nah, not really. I could probably count on one hand how many times this man has been like, woman, you gotta get out of my face right now. You gotta leave me alone. You gotta get away from me. No. No, 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 no. Like, walk away, you know? Like, I can probably count 5 times in our whole almost 14 years, where he's actually been like mad, like, you gotta get from around me, bro. Like, I'm not talking to you right now. But yeah, I get mad at him all the time. I'm get from away from me all the time. But him, he just like gets annoyed. But like, he like takes my shit all day, every day. You know, like, he, like, I don't know. He's obsessed with me, so being annoyed with me, it balances it out. So, anyways, moving on. But I wanted to give some context because I had questions, or people had questions, and I didn't fill that in the last episode of what was on Tiger's phone that started the argument, you know. And I'm not going to talk about the past transgressions with the phone a few years ago. It happened. We worked through it. I forgave him. He deleted all his social media, and he hasn't had social media ever since then. He's had no desire for social media. But I'm not going to go into it because we worked through it. But this current thing was current. It happened within this month. And again, honesty, transparency. The past stuff, like, it's not relevant, you know. Maybe I'll talk about it at a later date if it becomes relevant, but it's not relevant right now. So anyways, moving on. So I did go to my KLS Bourgeois lingerie movie night thing with the girls. It was tons of fun, even though I'm still like half in, half out, wanting to reemerge into the world and be around people again, and talk to people, and like get together and like go out. Like, your girl is still wanting to be in her quiet, silent, be by my own damn self, pour into me, only have my kids and husband around me era. Like, I'm still very much in it, and I'm enjoying it. It's where I need to be. I'm usually wanting to be like a social butter, not usually, but the past few years, when I was like working through my abandonment wound and feeling like I needed tons of people in my life and around me so I didn't feel lonely. You know, like, I've moved past that, you know. I don't need, it's quality over quantity for me at this point. I don't need tons of people around me to feel not lonely or to feel whole. Like, I got a few good ones. That's all I fucking need. I'm not grabbing people from everywhere I meet them after one fucking conversation and being like, you're such a fucking vibe, you should be a part of my life. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. And so when I was doing that, I wanted to throw all the parties and all the kickbacks and have people come to my house and barbecue and hang out, smoke, drink, play game, you know, adult card games and shit, and, you know, just have a good time. And I have no desire, no interest this summer whatsoever to invite anybody over, do a barbecue, do a freaking fire pit, nothing. Like, no. Like, even the people that I love and I still talk to and see every now and again, no. Like, I want to protect my sacred space right now, from everybody. And so I will not be hitting people up to come over for the 4th of July and party or anything else this summer. Like, I'm still in my quiet, silent girl era, and I love this for me. But I am slowly emerging back into the world. I made a commitment to this ambassador club to this KSL Lingerie Ambassador Club. I paid my dues to be a part of it. So I'm absolutely putting in the effort and showing up. We have a milk bath photo shoot next week that I'm excited about. I think it's going to be so sexy. Like, it's just going to be like, I'm excited. I have no idea what a milk bath is, but she showed us the pictures and I was like, that's going to be so hot. That's going to be a vibe. I'm excited. I just can't figure out how I want to do my hair because my hair is going to get wet. So I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll figure it out. And I'm like, do I want to be naked in this picture or do I want to wear a bikini? Do I want to wear lingerie? I don't know. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. But like, if I decide to go with naked, which I love that for me, I won't be able to put them online. I mean, I can just like blur it out or something. But yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking that I might do a couple of the photos just in my birthday suit. And then maybe some in like a bikini or something. I don't know. I have a few more days to think about it, but I'm excited. Oh my gosh, like you have no idea how I've just come alive being part of this club and being in lingerie photo shoots. Like, if you knew me from a couple years ago, and no, I would not be taking my clothes off and getting like sexy, like women empowerment, body positivity pictures taken. Like, I would cringe so hard. And it's not even just about that I've lost weight and I'm like feeling myself. No, because even while losing weight, I've still been kind of like, oh my God, how's the picture gonna look? Because I do have some saggy skin. And even though I go to the gym, it's still not getting firm how I want it yet. So yeah, there is still definitely some insecurity there, but yeah, like I just feel so alive, like woman hear me roar type vibes in front of that camera. Like I was born to do this, and then add like the sexy lingerie, like, oh my gosh, like, yes, queen, I love this for me. And I feel like every fucking woman, no, every fucking human being should do boudoir photos at some point in their life, at some point in your life, when you feel comfortable and ready. You will just feel, I promise you, you will just feel so amazing, like so just powerful in all the right ways. So yeah, I love this for me, and I think you would love it for you if you did it. I don't care who you are. For one time in your life, just try doing a boudoir photo. Do it naked, do it in lingerie. Like, I mean, a guy, I guess they would do it like in their boxers or something, or if they want to go naked, like, do you, bro? But like, you got to do it once, okay? Like, to me, it's the equivalent of jumping out of an airplane, which I don't think I would ever do. I think I'd be really scared and I'd pee my pants. And I'd probably be strapped to an instructor, so I'd pee on them, and then I would be mortified. So this is my jumping out of a plane. This is, the boudoir photos are me jumping out of a plane, like the equivalent, because I'm never going to jump out of a plane. You know what? Never mind. Let's not put that into the universe, and don't say never, because I never thought I would do boudoir lingerie photo shoots. And then look at your girl now. So maybe I will. Maybe I will in a few years be like, hell yeah, I want to jump out of a fucking airplane. Let's go. Like, who knows? But anyways, before I get off this and try to take my ass to sleep, because I do have to take my daughter to the mall today. Like, what the fuck am I fucking doing? It's 5 a.m. I haven't slept all night. I should be in bed. But anyways, where I wanted to navigate, spin this, end this with, was pouring into yourself. Pouring into yourself. Why, as human beings, can we be so kind, so loving, so caring, show up and make others feel heard and seen and so loved, and we are just so kind, and just when they're down or feeling bad about themselves or whatever, we're like lifting them up and being their biggest cheerleader and doing this, all those things, and being like, no, it's okay, don't say that about yourself, no, you're amazing, you're perfect. Why can't we do that for ourselves? Why? Like, self-love, the greatest love on earth. Like, who are we stuck with the longest for our entire fucking life? Ourselves. And if you believe how I believe, that our soul, like, comes back in every new lifetime, like we're somebody new in every lifetime, essentially you're stuck with you forever. You look like you're just in a different vessel every lifetime. Okay? Like, that's what I believe, that like our soul never dies. Our vessel does, but our soul never dies. We pass on, and we're kind of like in this waiting room, and we're waiting for our next assignment, our next life to start, where we learn to heal and evolve and be our best selves and raise the frequency of the planet. So we're in like this, our soul is in like this waiting room before we're given our next assignment, and we sign the contracts of what we're signing up for in our next lifetime. And then we go be reborn in a whole new vessel, and we live our new life. And so we're stuck with ourselves forever, in a sense, what I believe. And so why on earth are we not pouring into ourselves the way we pour into other people? Like, why are we not being as kind and loving and showing up for and hearing out and making ourselves feel as seen, like we do other people, like we do our friends, strangers? Like, why? Like, why do we do that? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I'm like seriously asking why. This is not a rhetorical question. Like, cuz I'm trying to figure it out. Like I've gotten really good at like stopping myself when I get ready to be like, "Oh, that was so dumb, Mercedes. Why'd you do that? Girl, that was dumb." Like, that was like, I've gotten really, it's like, even just saying that right now, my brain was like, "Girl, we don't talk like that. We don't talk about like that. We don't talk like that about ourselves. Like, what are you doing?" Like, my whole spirit was like, that's not how we do it. Because like I've trained myself to like be kind, but like it's something I have to work at every day, to remind myself to be kind to myself, like to pour into myself. And this is literally what the universe, my soul, my nervous system is forcing me to do right now. It's like, you have been through enough the past couple years, enough pain, enough hurt, enough abandonment, enough trauma. Stop right now. Sit your ass down somewhere and just be in your silent meditative state, in your home with your husband, with your kids. You're not going out, you're not making new friends, you're not talking to people, you're not going out. You're just you're staying still. You're going in the backyard and working in your fairy garden. You're dancing around in the garage to music. Like, you are just, stay still and pour into you. Pour into you, like the way you've been pouring into everybody else your whole life. And so I'm on a completely different frequency now. I'm on a completely different timeline now, where like I'm matching energy for energy. I'm matching effort for effort. Like, I'm only pouring into you what you're pouring into me. If you're not putting in effort, I'm not putting in effort. If you fell back, I fell back even harder. If you're not showing up for me, I'm not showing up for you. If you're not hearing me out, I'm not hearing you out. Like, I'm only meeting you as far as you're meeting me. Like, I am not the woman that goes above and beyond and damn near breaks her neck for people anymore. And if that's you, if that's you, if that's been you, if that has been your whole being, you shouldn't either. I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you permission right now to knock it off, to stop it. If you have been that person where if you stop calling, if you stop texting, the phone will be dry, the phone will be quiet, because you were the person that was always checking in. You were the person always showing up. You were the person always calling and texting and checking in on your friends, remembering important dates in their life, remembering their birthday, remembering things that they told you about a few weeks ago that they were worried about, or a few days ago, and you're following up and being like, "Are you good? Are you okay? How did that go?" Like, if you were doing all of that for people and they weren't reciprocating, they weren't showing up to the level that you were, stop it. Stop it right now. Like, if you know in your heart of hearts, if you know in your soul that if you stop texting and calling, you never hear from that person again, I'm giving you permission right now. Stop. Stop. Stop pouring into people that are not pouring into you equally. Stop showing up for people who are not showing up for you. Stop checking on people that are not checking on you. Stop. Stop fucking tripping over people. Stop fucking going above and beyond for people and damn near breaking your fucking back. You know, taking care of people and worrying about people that aren't doing the same for you. I've damn near had panic attacks worrying about so-called friends, worrying about them so much that I need to take a fucking edible just to mellow my shit out because I'm crying and having a panic attack because I'm so worried about my friend. And come to find out, they're fine. They're fine. And then they show up to my birthday a few days later and completely fucking ruin it. And I'm just like, and I spent the last couple of days so worried about you for you to show up and ruin my birthday? Like, what the fuck? You know? Not doing it. Not doing it no more. Like, I am matching effort for effort and energy for energy, and you should too. All that love, all that energy, all that pouring, all that caring, all that tripping over other, yourself to take care of others, bending over backwards, turn around and put all of that into you. All of it. Trip over yourself. Pour into yourself. Go hard, above and beyond for yourself. Give all that love and attention to yourself, because at the end of the day, you are all you have. You are all you have. It's you and you yourself and you. That's it. Everything is temporary. I already said that. Everything, people, situations, jobs, things, relationships, friendships, it is all temporary. It is all temporary. It's all temporary. Okay? So, like, but you are not. You are not temporary. You are not. Like, if you believe how I believe, and even if you don't, you are still stuck with you forever. Okay? Even if it's just one lifetime, you are still stuck with you for that whole lifetime. So, love on you. Love the ever-living shit out of you. Care the ever-living shit out of you. Like, yes, still continue to show up for the people that have proven themselves to you, that you can depend on them, that they will be there. They have been pouring into you as equally as you've been pouring into them. Yes, still give them that if they've proven that they can give that to you. But still, make sure that you are giving a little bit more to yourself always. Pour into those who are pouring into you, but make sure you are pouring into yourself a little bit more. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you are pouring into you a little bit more. Always, every day, every night, 24/7, 365. Like, the way you speak kindly to other people, speak that kindly to yourself. Think the beautiful thoughts that you think about others, think that stuff about yourself. Okay? Like, for real, for real. So, I'm going to go, but I hope this resonated, and I hope you heard me, and I hope that you're going to start applying it, like now, like right now. Right now, my love, right now. Start applying it. If this applied to you, if you were like, yes, girl, yes, queen, yes, 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 like, apply it to your own life right now, because you deserve to wake up every day and see yourself as fucking royalty, the fucking king or queen that you are. Wake up and embody it. Wake up and act like it. Be the main character of your own motherfucking life every second, every day. Every fucking room that you grace with your divine presence, own that motherfucking space. Own it. Don't shrink yourself. Don't make yourself small. Don't dim your light to make others comfortable. Shine on them hoes. Blind them. You know, like unapologetically. But still be kind. Still be fucking kind. Still be kind. You can be stunting on people and still be kind. You can be loving on yourself and still be kind. You can be all about you and still be kind, okay? Like, but I gotta go get some sleep. Speaking of pouring into yourself, get some fucking sleep. Get your proper 8 hours of sleep. Like, look at me abandoning myself right now. Like, go to sleep. So I'm gonna go. But be kind and thank y'all for showing up. But keep showing up for you. Keep showing up for you, okay? Like, as always, be kind. I'll see y'all in the next one.